first. Don't allow people make you feel that you are so selfish. No, you're not. You're just trying to prioritize yourself, because when you feel good, others will feel good. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If today is your first time of seeing me, I'm Natasha Eze by name, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming to watch today's video. Well, today's video is going to be a kind of a chit chat, get ready with me. I'm going to be installing my wig while taking you guys on the 5 tips on how to prioritize yourself. But before that, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up right now and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. So let us get right into the video. So this is the wig I'm going to be installing. It's a glueless wig, blunt cut bob wig. Yeah, that is what I'm going to be installing. Yeah, it's not looking good right now, but it will look good once I straighten it. So now, before we talk on the 5 tips on how to prioritize yourself, the first thing that we should know is what is a priority. Okay, what is a priority? I found out that people view prioritizing themselves in different ways. They view prioritizing themselves in different perspectives. The way I view it, it is the process of deciding what is most important for yourself and giving those things the right attention, the right energy, and the right time. That is what I see as a priority. That thing that is very, very important to you, and you have to give it, the right amount of time, energy, and attention. Now, talking about prioritizing yourself, it means giving yourself that energy, that time, and that attention that you deserve. That is what I view as prioritizing yourself. So I'm going to be giving you guys just 5 tips on how. Please, if I'm looking at this direction, just know that I'm looking into my mirror so that I can see what I'm doing here. So I'll be sharing with you guys 5 tips that I know will help, in you being able to prioritize yourself. And the first tip is dedicate a few minutes a day to yourself. To yourself. I didn't say to someone else. Make sure that in every day that you can dedicate at least a few minutes to yourself. It is very, very important. This is a time to connect with yourself. This is a time to prioritize yourself. This is a time to give yourself that amount of energy that you need, that amount of attention that you need. Okay, so dedicating a few minutes a day to yourself will not take away from your productivity. Instead, it's going to even increase it, because then you know that you have that right amount of energy that you gave yourself, to continue with the day-to-day activities to make you more productive. Let us take it that you're a wife, a mom, and even a student, because it is possible. I've been there and I'm still there. So you might be piled up with a lot of things, like attending to the babies, to your children, to your husband, to books, to your studies. You have to make sure that even at doing that you at least dedicate a few minutes to yourself each day. The few minutes can be at least 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or even an hour if it is possible. For those that have a nanny or someone to help support them, you can dedicate a few minutes to yourself. I said minutes because I believe that is the minimum, but if you can exceed minutes and go into like an hour plus, it is okay. Just make sure to dedicate a few minutes to yourself each day. It will help you a lot, because when you're just focusing on work, studies and all that chores, you see that it begins to stress you out. You become frustrated all the time. You are angry. So it is very, very important to give yourself those few minutes. Those few minutes are very, very important. Even if it is the time that you normally have your shower, like, you can enjoy those few minutes alone. Peace and quiet. It is very, very important. Make sure that you dedicate at least a few minutes. If you see that your days are always busy, maybe you can wake up very early in the morning, maybe before your child wakes up or before the house gets rowdy, and noisy. You can wake up early, find a quiet spot. Maybe you can go to another room, a living room, or whatsoever. Just sit there, meditate, connect with yourself. It is very, very important, believe me. That is one of the ways you can prioritize yourself, giving yourself the right amount of time, the right amount of energy. You have to give yourself that time. So it is very, very important to dedicate a few minutes to yourself each day. And that takes us to the second tip, which is be realistic. You have to be realistic. Now, what do we mean by being realistic? What do you understand by reality? For something to be realistic, it means like it's not fictitious, okay? It is something that can actually happen. Okay, I'm talking a lot now and I forgot that I'm supposed to install my hair. Now, being realistic, you can at least identify like three top things that you want to achieve the next day, okay? Because it is very, very important to plan the day before, okay? Before you carry out those activities, it is very important. It helps a lot. If you have any task for the next day, it will be very nice if you sit down, you plan it on how you want it to go, on how maybe the right amount of time that you want to give to it. So you have to be realistic. For example, it could be chores, it could be studies, it could be cooking, washing, whatsoever. So if you know those three most important things that you have, those three most important tasks that you have for the next day, you can identify them, the top three, like those three that you feel that they are the most important. Identify the top three and break them down into small achievable tasks, okay? You have to break them down. Don't kill yourself by making sure that you finish everything at once. I used to be like that. I am guilty of it. Even some days, like I would like to finish everything in a day. Like you could see, I have a lot of chores today, and I'll be like, I have to do all these things. I have to wash the bathroom. I have to mop the house. I have to sweep. I have to do this. I have to do that, and I would like to finish it the same day. And you notice that once you put too much pressure on yourself, it breaks you down. So you have to be realistic, okay? Stop doing more than yourself. Be realistic and chase after those top three things that you feel that they are the most important things. So you break them down, okay? Do them little by little. Anyone that you don't finish that day can wait for the next day. That is the only way that you'll be seeing progress in whatever that you are doing, and you also feel a sense of achievement because you're like, okay, today let me say the top three things for the next day are to clean the house. Let's just put it, clean the house. That is house chores. All the chores are under that. Study. Maybe you have 3 courses to study, and all that. So you can just break it down. So talking about cleaning the house, which is among the 3 priorities. Under that cleaning the house, you have washing of plates, you have the laundry, you have mopping the house, you have sweeping the house, you have, doing a lot of things. So you see that we have only 24 hours a day, and under those 24 hours a day, you at least have some like 6 to 7 hours of sleep. And how many hours are remaining? Yeah. So you can't finish all those things under one day. You're not a superman or superwoman, okay? You have to give yourself some time. You have to be soft with yourself. You have to be easy with yourself. Don't pressure yourself too much. So under those days, you can just say, okay, let us start with the laundry. Okay, let us do the laundry. Then after the laundry, maybe you can wash the plates. Then you see that time is going. You have to attend to other minor things that were not on those top 3 priorities on your list. Like maybe you have to attend to your child, you have to attend to your husband. And as you're doing that, hours are going. Okay, I didn't even mention cooking. So you see that you only did the laundry and you only washed the plates. So what is remaining? Mopping the house, washing the bathroom, and all that. So those can wait. You have done the laundry, you have washed the plates, okay? Then maybe you can take like 2 hours to study. You attend again to your child, you attend to your husband, and other minor things that you do not list, because things always comes up each day, okay, that you have to attend to. So you attend to those things. Then if you cannot continue and if your body is tired, because I don't advise you to continue working when you feel that your body is failing you, when you feel that, okay, I'm tired. Because I used to be like that. Even when I'm tired, I have to finish this, and at the end it breaks me down. Okay, so if you see that you cannot finish those things, fine and good. At least you have done the laundry, you have washed the plates, you attended to your family, you studied, you studied for a few hours. The next day you can wake up again, and since you have done the laundry yesterday, of course you will not do the laundry today unless you wash every day. But even when you wash every day, you see that the laundry is not that much. Then you can continue. You do the chores that you did not do the previous day, like you mop, you sweep. Then as you continue that way, you'll see that you're achieving all those things. Because like even under a week, you should be able to achieve those top 3 priorities. Okay, so don't pressure yourself. You have to be realistic. You have to be real. Be kind to yourself. Okay, pamper yourself. It is very, very important. That is the only way that you can have energy to continue doing other things. If you have any task, break them down. And once you continue doing that, by breaking them down and doing them little by little, you'll begin to see progress, and you also have that sense of achievement that, wow, I've achieved this thing. Like you feel productive. This week I did this, I did that. I have achieved everything that I planned for this week. So that is it. So that takes us to the 3rd tip, which is treat yourself. What did I say? Treat yourself. Now, treating yourself can mean a lot of things. Oh, this thing is hot. Treating yourself can mean a lot of things. It could be going for a manicure, a pedicure, buying yourself a bunch of flowers, a bouquet of flowers, buying yourself ice cream, going on a solo date, buying yourself a dress, as little as those things. It is important, because I found out that mostly women, once they become mothers or wives, they now feel that they have a responsibility of taking care of their kids, of their husband. Along the way, they forget themselves, Mostly mothers, we are very guilty of this, especially if you go for shopping. Maybe you went to shop for yourself and you come across baby stuff that are so nice, all this baby stuff can give you that baby fever, and you'll be like, oh, this is cute, oh, this is that. Then you forget that you went there actually to shop for yourself, and you end up buying stuff for your baby. Yeah, I know, but we have to learn to treat ourselves. It is important to treat yourself at least once in a while, no matter how small. If you cannot afford going out for a manicure, you can do that by yourself. It's just like, taking care of yourself. It's just like personal hygiene. Treat yourself, take care of yourself. Because when you are not okay, people around you cannot be okay. Because once you have that negative energy, you are eventually going to spread it out to those around you. You find that most of the times when maybe the mother of the house or the father of the house is not happy, others are not happy. So you have to treat yourself, pamper yourself, take care of yourself, get that manicure, buy yourself that dress that you have been eyeing for months, buy yourself those sneakers, that handbag that you have been eyeing for a long time. Treat yourself. It will not remove anything from you. Instead, it's going to add more to you. So it is very important to treat yourself. This is actually a synthetic wig, so if it is not straightening well, please don't blame me. So tip 4 is to get off social media. Yes, you have to get off social media sometimes. I find out that some people actually get sad each time they go online, once they see all those filtered lives of these celebrities and others, and they feel like, this person is progressing in life and I'm not, I'm just stagnant. This person is productive, I'm not, I'm just stagnant, And it just makes you feel maybe sad or intimidated. For some people, I've heard stories and I've seen people who are actually like that, and it usually disturbs their frame of mind. It usually disturbs the way that they live. It affects them in a negative way. So at this point, it is advisable to just get off that social media, take a break. Okay, if you feel that each time you go online you end up feeling sad or feeling that you're not doing enough, I will advise you to just get off that social media, take a break. Okay, because if you see that most of these filtered lives that you see on social media, some of them are not even true. They only share what they want you to see. Okay, they don't share the moments when they're down, the moments when they are off. Okay, they only share with you those moments that they want to share with you, and then you feel like, wow, this person is always like this person is always enjoying, this person is always productive, not knowing that once in a while that they are human beings like you, and once in a while they also break down. Then you carry it on your head like another thing, and you start thinking, start feeling sad and all that. So it is advisable that once you feel like that, each time that you go online, just take a break of social media. It will help you a lot. You can take a break of like a week, a month, if you can, because we have those that are so addictive once it comes to social media. Okay, so if you can take that break, it is very, very advisable too. Take it as a time to reconnect with yourself offline, to reconnect with yourself in the reality. Okay, live that realistic life and face reality. It is important. So once in a while, please take a break off social media. So yeah, those are the 4 tips so far. So let me quickly go and do my makeup, and I'll be back with the last tip, which is tip 5, or the 5th tip. Okay, let me quickly do my makeup. Okay, I'm done with my makeup. So the 5th thing that you should do to prioritize yourself is having enough rest and sleep. Have enough rest and sleep. At least 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep is very, very important. Okay, have at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. You find out that when you have enough rest, you have more energy for other things, you have more energy for other people. But when you're exhausted, there's this saying that you can't pour from an empty cup. Okay, so you have to take care of yourself first. Don't allow people make you feel that you're so selfish. No, you're not. You're just trying to prioritize yourself, because when you feel good, others will feel good. So that brings me to the end of today's video. If you enjoyed this video and if you learned 1 or 2 things, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and also turn on the post notification bell to get notified each time I upload a new video. So thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.